Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. So I had a lovely lady called Amanda message me with a screenshot asking if I could do a video in my How Do They Do That series. So of course I said yes. After I said yes, I was looking at it thinking, oh gosh, what have I let myself in for? I'm going to put a picture of the nails here. So I think they've used gel polish over acrylic, but to save time, instead of using a cover acrylic, I'm going to use this rose quartz colour from Nailchemy. I'm going to put 2 coats of this on the nails. I'm also going to work on top of this with Madam Glam colours. So if you're actually doing this on a client, I know a lot of gel polish companies will tell you to stick to, like, don't mix different brands, and you want to make sure that if you are going to mix colours, that the colours will work together. For example, I was using my Chintees black to swatch some colours that I had from Model 1s, and for some reason the Model 1s didn't want to, it was like I had, like, some gel polishes, if I put them straight onto a shiny surface, like a shiny tip, they will kind of, I can't think what the word is, they kind of shrink and leave gaps in the polish. And my Model 1s was doing that with the Chintees gel polish. But my Madam Glam and my Nailchemy seem to work nicely together, which is why I'm going to use those together today to show you how I think this person created the nails. Right, okay, now we've got that out of the way. So these are the 3 colours I'm using from Madam Glam: Cheek to Cheek, which is one of my favourite colours, Light Lilac and Aqua Blue. And I'm going to be using my Nailchemy detailer brush to create the ombres. People have asked me why I don't use a sponge to create my ombres. I just don't have any. I like makeup sponges, I mean. Again, don't worry if you make a little bit of a mess on the skin, as long as you clean it up before you cure it so that it doesn't cure to the skin, because that will look horrible. Yeah, so I'm going to put each colour onto the nail where I want it, and then I am going to take my detailer brush, and I've put a little bit of orange on there already, the Cheek to Cheek colour, and I'm just going to, again, you've seen me do this before, I just flick the brush backwards and forwards until I am happy with the fade. Don't forget, this is the first coat, so this one doesn't have to look perfect. If anything, this one is more of a guide. I found that the blue was really pigmented, so it kind of overpowered the purple. So on the other nails, I decided to use less purple. No, sorry, less blue and a little bit more purple, because the blue, I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. But yeah, this was, I did, the blue and the purple blended quite nicely together. The orange, or orangey peach, whatever colour you want to call that, the Cheek to Cheek and the lilac, I struggled to blend together because I think they're quite, the colours clash a bit. I'm going to cure that one in the lamp. This one I am going to do with a detailer brush. I'm just going to go on with the colour, and so you will have seen that this nail goes down in like a triangle, a very thin triangle. Don't worry as well if you make a little bit of a mess down the sides. We will clean that up later on with a gel brush. I'll show you in a minute. My voice is a little bit croaky today, so I hope, yeah, it makes me just want to cough, but I'm trying not to. So I'm just trying to blend the colours together with my brush. I am making a little bit of a mess here, but as I said before, we are going to go down the sides and just smooth them out so that they're not messy. And also we're going to go over with a white line down the side as well, so that will just neaten up that edge as well. So I'm going in with the orange now. I do love this colour. Oh, isn't this just so nice? And then again, taking my brush and just flicking backwards and forwards. Obviously I have sped this up because I don't move this quickly in real life. Quite the opposite, actually. I thought if I didn't speed it up, we would be here all day. So maybe a makeup sponge. Maybe I should get... Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to look on AliExpress in a minute for some makeup sponges and see if it makes it... Oh, yeah, let's see. We go. So I've got a gel brush and I've put a little bit of isopropyl alcohol on the end. Don't flood it. You want a damp brush. You don't want it like sopping wet. You just want it so that you can just neaten up those edges. Again, remember this is just the first coat, so it doesn't have to be perfect. This one was a curved line, which made it quite awkward. But again, as long as you've got your gel brush and you can neaten up the edges, it's not the end of the world. This one is very similar to the index finger, so I didn't actually show me doing the index finger. It was sort of the same, just like backwards a bit. I'm probably not explaining this very well at all. Anywho, this time I've put some gel polish on a palette, and instead of going straight in with the brush from the bottle, I'm picking it up with my detailer brush. I just thought I'd have more control over the colour if I did it like this. Make sure you keep your cuticle area nice and neat if you can. Don't worry about the other edge because that edge is going to be easier to clean up. But if you try and keep the cuticle area as clean as you as clean as you can. So now I did put a little bit too much blue on there because the blue is very pigmented, and I tried to wipe some off. I was just worried that there was going to be so much blue that there was going to be hardly any purple. So now I'm going to take that gel brush and just neaten up where I've made a little bit of a mess. And then I will cure that in a lamp. I'm going to use the Artisan Gel paint in white from Nailchemy just to go down the outside edges. On the thumb, I don't know what the original Nail Tech done on the thumb, so I just done a 3-way ombre like I did on the pinky. Just so that you know. I think that line was a little bit thick, but hey ho. If you do feel that your lines are too thick in places, like I thought it was a bit thick at the bottom there, so I just took my gel brush again and I just slightly thinned out and neatened up that bottom part there. And then that goes in the lamp for 60 seconds. The Madam Glam, I've put the second coat on, by the way. I just didn't show me doing the second coat because it's exactly the same as the first, by the way. Yeah, I should say I've put 2 coats on. Now I'm going over the top with a matte top coat. I think this is the matte top coat from Premier Gel that I used here. So I've like used 3 different gel polishes in this set. Crikey. Okay, so with the matte top coat, you want to make sure you covered the whole nails, because you don't want any shiny spots. I tried to do it with pigments as well, but here, this is what this mess is. But I just can't blend pigments to save my life. So I went back to the gel polish idea, and I think this worked out better. So I hope this has helped Amanda. If you did like this video, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. And I will see you all in the next one. Yeah. Bye.